Hello folks, in this video I'm going to be talking about a very exciting Vietnam era tactical shooter which is in the early stages of development and will be launching a Kickstarter campaign soon. The game is called Burning Lands and it's being developed by 0 Hour Interactive. They are the guys behind the Aussie Australian faction mod for Squad. There are a couple of reasons why this game has been on my radar for a while. Viewers of my channel will know I really like tactical shooters like Hell Let Loose and Postscriptum, both World War II era games, so the prospect of a proper Vietnam era tactical shooter really tickles my fancy. Now, before I dive into the latest developer briefing, which reveals some of the cool sustainment roles for the US Army and the People's Army of Vietnam, two factions currently planned for the game, let me quickly explain what Burning Lands is supposed to be. It is described by the developers as a tactical, multiplayer first-person shooter set in the Vietnam War era that they call an accessible tactical simulation or ATS style game, which strikes the best possible balance between realism and accessibility to bring players an intense game experience and large-scale team play. The dev said this game could be looked at as a mixture of both Squad and Hell Let Loose in terms of scale, team roles, and crucial need for communication and teamwork. Despite coming from the Squad modding background, they will not be using Off-World Industries core to build their game. Instead, they are building everything themselves from the ground up using Unreal Engine 5. The game will feature things like dismemberment, drivable boats, flyable helicopters, the ability to set traps, sling loading for the helicopters, and the ability to capture and use some enemy assets. I'll discuss more about that in the dev briefing, which I'll get to shortly. The devs have said there won't be any flyable planes, but airstrikes will be a commander ability. They also said they wanted to have some degree of destructible environments where tanks or heavy vehicles could push through small fences or knock over trees. Now, let's jump into the latest developer briefing for the game. Like Hell Let Loose and certain other tactical shooters, squads will be made up of players using different roles, each with their own intended tasks and responsibilities. As the category name suggests, sustainment roles keep their team in the battle while fulfilling critical tasks. The 3 tasks emphasized in Burning Lands are logistics, communication, and unit health. The 3 sustainment roles in Burning Lands will be the pack mule, medic, and radioman. Since the Vietnam War was fought between conventional and unconventional forces, each role and their equipment will vary per faction. In some cases, particularly with the logistics, this variance is more akin to a fundamental difference in delivery. Let's look at the medic role first. Like any other member of the squad, the medic will be armed and serve a combat purpose when their medical skills are required. However, a medic's primary job is to keep the rest of the squad alive, preventing their team from losing valuable tickets during combat. A medic will be equipped with a critical tool to heal other players and keep them in the fight, the IV kit. With all players, including the medic, having their own bandages to stop bleeding and stabilize wounds, the IV kit will be the most important part of their tool bag. Players who are in various wounded states will need treatment from an IV kit to be returned to full health and get full mobility. In summary, any teammate can bandage minor wounds to stop themselves bleeding out, but only the medic can revive incapacitated players or fully heal players after taking any kind of damage. Next, let's talk about the pack mule. This is an important role in the logistics system. In Burning Lands, squad spawn points are called rallies and team spawn points are called depots, and these spawn points will also act as resupply points for players. And that is where the pack mule comes in. Their ability to carry and place backpacks that function like physical crates allow them to transport supplies on foot and provides a source of supplies for their team. However, there are some limitations to their abilities, such as being only able to place 2 backpacks at a time and having to interact with a depot or crate to resupply their own backpacks whilst on the battlefield. The pack mule role provides the Vietnamese team with an additional means of resupplying their infantry on the front line, which can be crucial for maintaining a momentum in battles. These pack mules can place their backpacks to transport supplies directly to the front line, eliminating the need for troops to return to the main base or a distant depot to resupply. Furthermore, the pack mule allows for more flexibility. For example, if a particular area of the battlefield is experiencing heavy fighting, pack mules can be dispatched to deliver additional supplies. These supplies can include ammunition, grenades, or medical supplies to that area to rearm those in combat. This can help bolster the defense or offense in that location, increasing the chances of success in that particular engagement. Depending on how well the Vietnamese logistics chain is set up, pack mules can even resupply their front lines even faster than their helicopter-flying opponents. The pack mule role also provides their teams with a backup supply option in case their main supply sources are compromised. If an enemy team manages to destroy your team's closest depot or supply crate, pack mules can still deliver supplies to the front lines and keep their infantry fighting. One unique ability of the pack mule role is to steal supplies from enemy depots or crates from the enemy team. This is an interesting dynamic for gameplay, as stealing critical logistic supplies from your enemy could change the nature of the frontline battle. Players will need to do their best to protect their supply crates from enemy pack mules. In summary, pack mule role can provide a valuable logistical asset for the team's infantry gameplay. This can provide the team with more flexibility and resilience in their supply chain, allowing them to keep their troops equipped and fighting on the front line. Ultimately, the pack mule role can be a useful addition to the team's arsenal and can provide a unique gameplay experience for players and strategists alike. The Radioman's role will help ease the pressure on the squad leader by providing support in a number of ways, such as enhancing communication within the squad. They will also be responsible for calling in and requesting fire missions for the squad leader to approve, which will then go to the commander for final approval or denial. The Radioman will also be critical for map visibility for the squad, as all friendly units will only be displayed on the map to the remaining squad members if the Radioman is within a certain radius of the squad leader. This radius is a fog of war bubble around each player. If the squad leader and the Radioman are too far apart or one is dead, map visibility will slowly decrease from 100% down to the personal fog of war visibility. All friendly icons will fade out, and the only remaining icons will be friendly vehicles and your squad leader. The same thing will happen when leaving the main base, rallies or depots, as they are important areas for map visibility, as all friendly icons will be displayed to players within a certain distance of these points. Players and vehicles will also have all friendly units displayed on their map. In summary, the Radioman is a crucial role in the squad that enhances communication, map visibility, and takes some of the pressure off the squad leader so they can focus on leading the squad. Without the Radioman, the squad may experience a lack of map visibility, have difficulty in communicating effectively with each other, which is especially important in large complex battles where communication and coordination are essential for success. That is all for now, folks. If you're interested in more Burning Lands news and updates on its development, then like this video and subscribe, as I'll be covering more developer briefings in the future and will certainly be playing the game when it releases.